I have choices to make, and I've already made some bad ones, but here I go, potentially. Fuck, here I go. Oh, was that a sign? Potentially making more. Ah. Ah. Oh, okay. I'm gonna have to take it as a sign. I did finally download a good way of explaining something that I've been trying to explain for a very long time. But the reality is, I am 30 minutes past the time that class started. Uh-oh, we might be starting. And maybe that's the point. Maybe you just do it without the convenience. Anyways, so like, okay, don't go there. Don't be doing that. We're done here if you're not gonna keep. So, it's tough because I have been riding this pattern, this wave, right? Where, okay, I have really tough situations going on in my life that I've got to pass through. I've got to manage, right? And I've been on a roller coaster emotionally and as far as to how I'm managing, right? And so like I went into last week on a really low. And I managed to redirect and get myself in a high for, most of last week where, I was feeling optimistic, feeling better, blah, blah, blah. And now here we are once again, same pattern, same motion, same wave. Finding myself, I gotta fucking find a way to put this on this thing. Finding myself like as I was saying, coming into this week, I've been back down in a trough. And I gotta ride the wave, like I'll be back up. And the thing is, these waves, remember I was talking about the anal bead pattern. Okay, this will get me to my point. Okay, the anal bead pattern. So the waves, it'd be doing that, right? Life, we're on a roller coaster, it's a wave, right? Well, here's the thing, it's doing this, right? It's actually, this is the way I'm putting it. I don't know. This is the visualization that comes to me. This is what occurs to me. And so you're riding these waves in and out of and yeah. Meanwhile, why it's an anal bead pattern, I'll say. There's like your light side and your shadow side, I guess you could say. The full spectrum of you that's doing it, that creates not just this side doing it, not just this side doing it, this doing it. It's a anal bead. Right? 'Tis the season of balls. Anyways, Um, so you've got that going on, right? Yeah, pretty much is what it feels like to me. And I wasn't coming up here to talk about the anal bead thing. I was coming up here because I wanted to talk about the balance and integration thing. And so the thing is, there's all this, everybody thinks that like balance is the goal. That when you can just balance the light and the dark, when you can just, balance the structure and the chaos, when you can just balance the yin and the yang, like that's when you're done and you're pristine, and that's the best you can do, and that's the goal, and that's the goal. I don't agree with that. I don't subscribe to that. I think balance being the goal is just a step or a misdirection, because if you are constantly having to hold balance, it puts the energy constantly at friction, tension, and war. Finding balance necessitates war. To me, this is what I'm saying. This is what I think. Like, it's fucking finding balance. There's tension always in that. And if we make that the goal, that's what's happening on Earth. We have fucking imbalances of power, imbalance. We're all trying to reach balance. Fuck the balance. It's not about balance. Balance is struggle. It's about integration. That's what I think. And I mean, this is what the world, I feel, is very much waking up to now, but they haven't necessarily rejected balance in the pursuit of that. In that, like, we are seeing this big rising of the concept of shadow work and shadow integration, and witnessing the sides of you, like on an individual level, witnessing the sides of you and fate that are like opposing what you think you want to do. It's your subconscious, it's your shadow self, like it's the stuff about you that you don't want to look at. And there is such a big uptick in people deciding to look at it and doing something to integrate their shadow. Because the thing about shadow work is not that you see it and you shut it away and lock it up for good and hope to never see it again. That's not the point of shadow. The point of shadow work is to see those shadows and look at them and stitch them to your light somehow. Like it's to see them and witness what they are and be okay with it, because you recognize that it's just two sides of the same coin, right? Light and dark, just two sides of the same coin. And then what I was thinking about earlier that sparked this whole conversation is the fact that, again, with balance, when we see that the light and the dark is all just two sides of the same coin, we recognize that there is as much light as there is darkness. It's exactly proportionate, which means the balance is already fucking there. It's there automatically. There is as much light as there is darkness. Why do we keep fighting about that? Because they've made the goal balance. And I am almost to go so far as to say that that is poison that's been injected in our belief system. That's controversial even to hear myself. Like, I don't even know where that's coming from, but it's feeling conspiracy theorist, and it is kind of conspiracy theorist, but like, you know, kind of like, it's kind of feeling like if the world is structured around these belief systems, and we see how things like organized religion have been belief systems that have terrorized the world, you know, in so many different ways. This concept of balance, I think, could be an overarching other one that is so fucking sick that we don't realize it's sick. You know? Because if we are constantly forgetting that there is a exactly proportionate the light to the dark, the balance is already there. Why are we propagating that we have to struggle and fight for balance? We don't. We just have to look at it and integrate it and see that it is. And it's, and this is just my philosophy. Who the fuck is to say anything? Like, this is a bitch whose favorite color has always been gray. Like, I just feel that integration is actually the goal. That mixing and that coming together, that merging is the goal. It's not balance. And we don't even need to go to merging through balance. Because the balance is already there. We just have to let that be and integrate. Now, that's fucking much easier said than done, because who the fuck knows how to do that? But that's why we're all trying to wake up to it, I feel. So anyways, that was my talk on balance and integration, and why I think the concept of balance is actually fuck all and evil. Oh my God. Not really, but like, I don't know. I think it's misleading. That's all. I think it's misleading. But I also could be fucking nuts, and you can school me. But just don't. Just leave me alone, please, actually. Thanks. Bye.